And I think a lot of people, I mean, that's the American dream, right? Make the money. Like that is the root of where everybody makes their decisions. And sometimes that gets you caught up in a job you don't like and it's been 20 years and now you think it's too late. Um, and every promotion you get kind of makes you a shell of yourself. So what would you say to someone right now who, just got that next promotion, they're 40 years old and they're like, it's too late. I'm stuck.
Oh, it's not too late. It's not too late. Okay. Um, think of it this way. I like to think of life like four quarters of a football game. Okay. So the first quarter, first 25 years, you're just learning how to play the game, right? You go from being the baby to getting educated to finally finding your first job. Now you're 25. Okay. So that's just learning how to play the game. The next 25 years, from 25 to 50, okay, and you talked about 40, so you're just in that first quarter where you're actually playing life. Okay, you're playing the game for the first time. I call that the rehearsal stage. That's where you get to try a bunch of stuff, figure it all out, figure out what's working, what's not working, get good at stuff. Okay, now you're 50, let's say. So between 50 and 75, nobody retires at 65 anymore. Trust me, you get bored if you do. So
Yeah.
you're going to keep working. If you're doing something you love doing, you're going to want to keep working, right? And so between 50 and 75, okay, that's what I call, okay, you're on stage, right? You had the rehearsal. That was the dress rehearsal between 25 and 50. Okay. Now you have a chance to do it all over again with everything you learned during the rehearsal stage. And this time you get to do it following your passions and with a sense of purpose,
Yeah.
finding a why that you can really get behind, something that gives you a sense of meaning and accomplishment at the end of the day, right? So it's not too late at 40. I mean, it's perfect. You're at the perfect point to say, let's pivot.
Yeah.